Because we're a small independent institution, it is by nature a very strong community. It's a group of people who are united by a passion for the same ideas. And to be surrounded by a group of people who are like that is sort of creative nirvana.
If you want to learn how to paint the body, draw the body, sculpt the body, this is the place where you're going to get that information.
When I came here, what I really wanted to know was like how to paint what was really meaningful to me, which I just had like no idea where to start.
I applied for a number of programs. Not all of them were focused on skills trainings the way the Academy is, but in the end, the Academy was the right place for me because of the skills that they teach here.
I liked the fact that it was more structured, so I would get class time instead of just theoretical stuff, because I needed some instruction. I wanted to really refine my sculptures.
I looked at a lot of different programs and I felt like, and most of them seemed to be largely critique-based, and I was really drawn to the classes at the Academy and really wanted to hone my technical skills.
Most schools either talk about what you make or how you make it, and what we try to do here is talk about both of those things. We see them both as equally important. We really talk about the ability to make something exquisite or to have all the tools available to you, but at the same time to frame that as a conceptual discourse.
The student work just blew me away. I was so impressed, and that I didn't see in any other school.
There was an end-of-year show of the students' work, and so when I came in, I was kind of blown away by the art here and by the training of the artists here, and just the breadth of skill and craftsmanship. We came across a few artists that we absolutely loved.
If you play with people who are better than you all the time, or if you play with people who are at the top of their game, you come up to that level. You learn faster, you evolve faster. And that's what the community is like here.
This culture of basically working at your hardest. You know, the best of the best come here, and then you will leave here, you know, the best at what you do.
Everyone was just in their studios painting all the time, so I couldn't not be here, and I had to be here 12 hours a day and work. I had to be as good as everyone else, at least, or try, and it was really inspiring.
When I was a student, I was here as much as possible. I was here until they closed the building. I was here when they opened the building. There's something about the energy here that you just don't notice the time. It's such a productive atmosphere, and it set me up for a really good work ethic when I left.
One of the reasons I came here was to try to make my sculptures go up another level, and here you learn all this stuff, a lot of anatomy and figure drawing. It's just, you're looking at figures the whole time. Now, even though I'm using newspaper, you look at them and there's like a life inside my sculptures, and it's because of the stuff I learned here, the anatomy and all the drawing and stuff I did. And if I didn't have that, then it might look like caricatures or something silly.
To express yourself and the concepts that you want to communicate, you have to have good grammar. You can't just start as an artist expressing concepts and communicating with people if you don't know the tools and the language and the history of that language.
These are the things you need to really tell a story. Whatever story that might be, it's very useful to have these skills. It's been my personal goal to really see the art world develop a better understanding of what the Academy is about.
Most schools try to provide some kind of exhibition opportunity to their students while they're in school, but here, partly because our events are so spectacular, and also just because we really take their professional lives so seriously, we try to present them with opportunities, and then a constant situation where we're curating, or they're curating, shows on site all of the time. Their work is visible literally all year long.
Most people out there, even if they have an interest in art, don't have much of an idea of how art is taught, or even how it's practiced in the studio for that matter. And at these Tribeca Ball events, you can go upstairs and really see exactly what the students are working on. You can see all their preparatory drawings, sculptures. Anyone can come in here and see 4 floors of art. It's kind of amazing.
Art is not science. Art doesn't progress. This school represents the understanding that art isn't about progress, that it's about just general excellence. There are quite a few artists here who I would be happy to have hanging on my wall.
There's a lot of energy within these walls, and there's a lot of inspiration within these studios. And it's all about the pursuit of excellence. The camaraderie that you feel as you're all engaged in this mutual search and this mutual striving and learning and evolution is fantastic. One of the things that the school does so well is bring the art world into the building. And we do that on a weekly basis with visiting critics and artist talks with our wonderful art and culture lecture series.
We had Odd Nerdrum, Eric Fischel, Jenny Saville, and Will Cotton all in the building at the same time, either giving master classes or doing visiting crits. And it was like any place that you turned, you bumped into an art star, and it was just electric.
Odd Nerdrum. I had been following his work for years and years and years. And just to see him live and to talk to him and to ask him about my work and to see him paint, I actually sat right behind him and painted from his painting to really try to understand how he did it and how I could use that in my own work.
One of the reasons I came here was because of the visiting critics. I've had the opportunity to have a master class with Jenny Saville, spoke with Ken Curry. Both of them are really amazing. Eric Fischel. What's amazing is they have a dialogue with you. I mean, they seem as though they're these artists that are kind of inaccessible. If you know what their career is like and what they've accomplished, they are willing to talk with you and help you with your art.
This is the moment. We're seeing our graduates go into all the best galleries in Chelsea and all over the world. And it's just, it couldn't be more exciting.
Graduate school, fellowship, gallery. It's just like, I can't even believe it.
I'm very happy with my decision to come to the New York Academy.